Hi everyone, welcome to the video. We are going to solve find duplicate rows in binary matrix. In this question, we are given a 2D array or we can say a binary 2D array which will consist only of 1 and 0 with m rows and n column in the given as an argument we are given m and n in place of r and c. So m is the number of rows and n is the number of column. Okay. So we have to return the number of duplicate rows. So as you can see in example 1, the first row consists of two elements 1 and 0. Similarly, second row also consists of two elements and they are 1 and 0. So you can see with naked eyes that these two rows are identical. So we can say that row 1 is duplicate of row 0. Okay, so we have to return the duplicate row and not how it duplicates and for which row it duplicate. So we have to return the row number which is duplicate. So here row 1, which is the second row, is duplicate of the first row, row 0. Similarly, in example 2, you can see there are 4 rows and 3 columns, and as you can see the first row and second row, the 0th row 100 and first row 100, they both are identical. So we can say the first row is identical of row 0. Okay. Similarly, the third row consists of all zeros, and row fourth also consists of all zeros. So as we can again say that fourth row, which is the third row, row number 3 is identical of row number 2. Okay, so we have to return these two numbers here, row 1 and row third. Okay, so there are various methods to do this question. I will be doing this question in very simple way. I will be using list. Okay, you can always do this question in recursion, but I'm using this list to make it very simple to understand. So I've created a result list which will store the number of those row numbers which are duplicates. Okay, so I will traverse to the uh, matrix for I in range to m is the number of rows. Okay, so why I'm starting with first number? Because I'm checking if the current row, which is ith row, was there in any of the previous rows. So if I start with the first row, the previous row will be 0th row. Okay. Now if I'm currently at the third row, the previous rows will be first and second row, which is 0th and first row. Okay. So after this, I'm checking the row number starts from 1 to m. Okay. The current row. If this current row array I in any of the previous rows. So I'm using slicing. So array I is the current row, and this one is in all the previous rows. So it starts from the beginning and end till I minus 1. So as we know in Python it is up to, okay, and not using this number, not this number. So it will be I minus 1. It will loop up to previous row of I. So it will check if the current row was there in any of the previous rows. If that is the case, then it means the current row, ith row, is duplicate of the any of the previous rows. So in that case, we will append the result with I, and this will yield us the desired solution. Let me submit it for you so that we both get sure that we are on the right path. Okay, yeah, it does the job in pretty less time. It does the job. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a nice day.